Welcome back to Sub2 Investor. Hans here, and in this episode, I want to share with you a new marketing lead generation tool that I've been using to generate leads and to get in front of sellers like immediately. This is really cool because it's sort of new to me, and I feel that this is new to the creative investing community in general. However, it has been around, wholesalers have begun to use it, and I'm going to share with you what it is in a second, but I do just want to give a couple disclaimers. First of all, I am excited about this lead generation tool, and I'm somewhat reluctant to even put it out there, lest everybody and their brother hop on the bandwagon and sort of ruin it for everybody else. That's caveat number one. Caveat number two is that, I usually don't do these kinds of things promoting a certain software, but in this instance, I do want to share this with the community because I get so many people asking me how to generate leads. As anybody knows who's been around this industry for a minute or two, lead generation is the most crucial part to this entire business. If you don't have deals on the table, well, then you don't have profit to be made off of amazing Sub2 deals. So many people get stuck at lead generation. And this tool is really a way to overcome that and to at least give you zero excuses for not having any leads, because you'll be able to get leads and call sellers today and get on the phone with them and give them creative offers. And the third thing I'll say is that you are going to want to watch to the end of this video, because I will share a coupon code that you could use to go get $225 worth of free lead gen. And what that means practically is about 10 warm leads on your desk today with my coupon code, which I'll give you at the end. And then I guess the fourth thing I'll say is that I have been using this lead generation tool for a really short period of time in comparison to the other techniques of marketing that I'm familiar with, namely sending postcards, sending letters, cold calling, cold texting, and referrals. I use those. I've relied on those to build my business, but I have only been using this tool for a short period of time, although I am highly excited about it and see a ton of potential in it. It is still relatively new, so take it with a grain of salt. Check it out for yourself. Do your own due diligence before you spend any money. All right, that being said, this is going to be a good episode, so let's get to it. All right, so what is this new lead generation technique or trick or whatever? Guys, it's pay per lead. And you probably saw this coming if you already know what pay per lead is. This has been gaining traction in the wholesaling community. Still, many wholesalers don't even know about it. Folks in the creative finance industry don't really know about it. I am excited to share it with you to see if we can get our community, this small community of people who watch this channel, ahead of the curve before everybody jumps on the bandwagon and ruins it for the rest of us. So pay per lead is the technology. It's the lead generation technique. This is where you just pay professionals who know how to do Google ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, even sometimes cold calling and cold text messaging, but usually they're pay-per-click advertisements that they run to generate leads, motivated seller leads, which then you can go into the platform and purchase those leads. So you don't have to be the expert in pay-per-click, Google ads, cold calling, all this kind of thing. You can simply set a budget and you can just go buy some leads and literally on that very same hour of the day, talk to motivated sellers. But the one that I really like right now, it's called iSpeed to Lead. So what I'm going to do is go to their website and their platform and just show you around the platform. And what's really important for Sub2, in my estimation, is that you know how to utilize their marketplace and kind of hack the system to target Sub2 deals, because there is no button where you click, I want a Sub2 type motivated seller lead. So that's my contribution to this conversation here. Okay, so here we are in the platform. You go to ispeedtolead.com, or you can just Google iSpeed to lead, and it'll bring you to the website. Now, they have a pretty cool YouTube channel, and they do a lot of YouTube live. They have wholesalers calling these warm leads like live and actually getting deals under contract. For right now, I just want to show you how this marketplace works. So you create an account. You're going to use my promo code Sub2 Investor. That's SUB, the number 2 investor, and they're going to load $25 onto your account. And then if you go and get Coupon Club, which I'll explain to you what that is in a second, they'll give you $200 to go buy leads. But let me just kind of show you some leads here. Okay, I've made some filters for myself. If I go to my state, Missouri, and I go to, I'm just going to look at all of their leads that they have in Missouri right now. So they have 54 active leads in my home state, okay? I could change this to Florida or Texas or whatever, but these leads come in and you can see how they're generated. This lead is a lead in Columbia, Missouri, and it has 0 orders, meaning nobody has reached out to this lead yet. This is an exclusive lead. You can buy it and have it just exclusively be your lead. Nobody else can buy this lead. Nobody else can reach out to this seller. And you can see that the lead was generated from SMS marketing. So this was a lead generated by a text messaging campaign. If you wanted to go buy the lead, you can see that it's $350 for this particular lead, which might seem expensive, but if you track your marketing, doing postcards or hiring VAs or hiring cold callers, you can track your dollar per lead. And to be honest, $350 for me is somewhat on the high side, but some of our leads have been that expensive from some of the campaigns that we end up running, do end up being $200, $300 sometimes. A lead generated from pay per lead is likely to be a more quality lead than one generated from SMS. So I'm probably not going to buy this lead because it's SMS generated. But if I go down to Baldwin, Missouri, you could buy this lead. It's an exclusive lead. And this one was generated from Facebook, a Facebook ad. This is somebody who filled out a form on Facebook as they were scrolling through their news feed. They needed to sell their house. This is probably a more quality lead than somebody just responding to a cold text message that they receive. They're just a tire kicker. They're just kind of messing with you. They're not really motivated to sell. That's something that I pay attention to. You could come over here and buy the lead exclusively for $187, and then you just go down the line here. You can view property details over here. The seller's motivation, they're moving closer to family. In this instance, it's a mobile home owned land. It's tenant occupied. They do own the property. They're not the agent, and they are up to date on their mortgage. Now, if you wanted to search for Sub2 deals, like leads that are more likely to allow you to take over their payments and buy it Sub2, well, then you can actually select that they are behind on their mortgage payment. Yes, there is a mortgage and I'm behind on my mortgage. It is this little checkbox that I ticked. There's only 3 results right now in Missouri where these motivated sellers are behind on their mortgage. Let's take a look at this first lead. It's in Columbia, Missouri. Again, this was from SMS marketing. Not my favorite, but it is a sale lead, and I'll explain to you what that means in a second. But check this out. Here's what I like about this lead. They're selling for financial reasons. It is owner occupied. I do like that they want to sell ASAP because they have an option. They could also say, I want to sell in the next, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You're going to buy these leads, but you're going to kind of choose which leads you want to buy based on factors like the reason for their motivation, how fast they want to sell, is it vacant or owner occupied, and are they behind on their mortgage? In this case, yes, I'm behind on their mortgage. Now, what's cool is that you can also see how long they've owned the house. Since they've owned it for 30 to 50 years, there's likely to be a lot of deferred maintenance on this particular house. So this one may not make a fantastic Sub2. I mean, it still might because maybe they refinanced during the COVID age and maybe they have a high loan to value, right? But this could be an awesome wholesale deal if it needs a ton of work. Maybe you could take over their mortgage payment, renovate the house, and then flip it. So that would be one lead you could purchase. I like this one here a little bit more, also in Columbia, Missouri. Nobody has ordered it yet. I like that I can see I'd be the first person to reach out to them. They're downsizing. It is owner occupied. They are the owner and they're behind on their mortgage. Now, the reason I like this one for Subject 2 is that they've only owned it for 6 to 9 years, which means that they haven't built as much equity as somebody who's owned it for 15 years. So there's a higher chance that maybe it would make a good Sub2 candidate, right? I come in, I catch up their mortgage payments, and then I just take over their payment, get them some cash for their equity. So what you can actually do, I have a little filter here where I say, here's all states. These are sale leads, but these are people behind on their mortgage and they've owned the property from 2 to 9 years. Okay, I'm not going any longer than 9 because they probably have too much equity for it to be a good Sub2. But when I put that filter on, there's 52 results, 52 potential deals that could make for Subject 2 deals. Like here's one in Texas, for example. They're selling for financial reasons. It's owner occupied and they want to sell ASAP. I love financial reasons and I love ASAP and I love that they're behind on their mortgage. The chances of them being motivated are much higher with those things and they've only owned it 6 to 9 years. So it's possible that they don't have a ton of equity. So we can just keep going down and we can just take a look at all these leads. This one in Long Beach, California. Now it's California. I'm not going to buy there, but they've only owned it 2 to 5 years. The less time they've owned it, the higher the chance that they don't have much equity. So if they're behind on payments and they don't have much equity, then it could make a fantastic Subject 2 deal, like this one in Katy, Texas, for example. This one, they are relocating. They're behind on their mortgage payments. It's owner occupied, and they've only owned it 2 to 5 years. This could make a really good Subject 2 deal. Now, let me explain to you how you can get these leads for $29. This is the best part about it yet, in my opinion. But right now they have what's called Coupon Club. And this is how you can get $200 in addition to the $25 that they'll load onto your account. So you sign up, you use Sub2 Investor, they're going to load $25 onto your account. But then if you go and get Coupon Club, then they're going to load $200 more onto your account. What Coupon Club is essentially you pay, it is a monthly subscription. So you have to pay $200 a month for Coupon Club. But here's the thing. You can buy these, what they call sale leads, for just $29 per lead. So any of these sale leads, if it says sale lead right here, I can come over, this one in Mule Show, Texas, I could buy the lead. And what you do is you put the code in, I think it's 29 Club, and you hit apply. And it brings the price down from $323 to $29. You hit pay now, and then boom, you get the seller information and all the stuff. And what's cool is that, man, $29 for a warm lead is insanely affordable. I know that there's a monthly subscription cost. Dude, I'm telling you, just do some math here. If you bought 10 leads, sales leads on Coupon Club, that's $290 for 10 warm leads. Now, if you reach out to those people and they are already under contract, or it was listed on the market with a realtor, or they don't respond to you, then you can get a refund for that lead. Then they'll refund you back the $29 to your account. When you end up buying some of these, and I'll just kind of you can see some of these that I've bought here, you click in to the details. And for example, here's the seller, and then a bunch of more information. When do you want to finalize the sale of your house? It's owner occupied. They're the reason that they're moving closer to family, and then repairs needed. They just say flooring, square footage, all this kind of thing. How long they've owned it. This lead was generated off of Facebook from Get Offer Nationwide Investors Group. So you reach out to them. You say, "Hey, this is Hans with Nationwide. You had indicated on my site that you were looking to sell your property. Is that still the case?" And then you have a conversation with the seller. So the thing with the Coupon Club that you have to realize is that everybody else who has the Coupon Club subscription can buy those leads. So sometimes you'll see that it's not 0 orders. It's not like you were the first person, like here, this one in Brownsburg, Indiana. You'd be the first person to talk to this motivated seller. But on this one in Ohio, in Galena, Ohio, there's already been 1 order. This one in Estero, Florida has had 5 orders. Now, the thing is the fortune is in the follow-up. If you are going to buy these leads, have a follow-up system in place that is going to allow you to actually get a hold of that lead if they don't answer upon the first phone call or the first text message. I have a workflow of 30 touches. I'm going to text them, ringless voice message, and email them a total of about 30 times before I give up on the lead. If you are that persistent, then you will beat these other people out who just buy the lead. They make one phone call or two, nobody answers, and then they just kind of give up because it was just $29. I'm telling you, if you have a good follow-up plan, then you will beat a lot of these people out who have bought these leads. So that's the one downside. Wow, this one has 11. That's crazy. But here's the thing, if it's already under contract, you just go get a refund and it's not a big deal. Now, some of these have 2 orders, 3 orders, 0 orders. So you are competing with other investors for the deal, but how many people are out here doing iSpeed to lead, pay per lead, trying to get Sub2 deals? I don't think it's very many. Most of these people are doing wholesale deals and they're doing nationwide wholesaling. This is what I'm trying to say. At least get an account. Sign up, use my promo code Sub2, SUB, the number 2 investor. Get that $25, and then if you decide to do Coupon Club, which is what I'm doing, then you will get loaded a $200. So you'll have a total of $225, and then you just start purchasing leads. And again, you just purchase the lead, you put in 29 Club, apply, and then boom, $29. You pay for the lead. You get the seller's phone number, the address, you can run comps, do whatever you want, and give the seller a call. And that's basically the way this marketplace works. There are some other ways that you could use this marketplace. I talked about fixed price mode for a second. This is where if you wanted to just get exclusive leads where nobody else has them, you will pay top dollar, but you can basically say, hey, I got $2,000 or $1,000 of a marketing budget. I just want deals in this one county or 2 or 3 counties. Then it will say each lead is $300. And so within a month's time, as soon as a lead comes in that meets that criteria, it'll just shoot it right off to you and nobody else. And you'll be the only person with that lead. And those are probably going to be the best leads. I think Coupon Club is also a really good way to go. You're going to be able to talk to so many more sellers. You're going to get good on the phone. You're going to be making a lot of offers. And again, the key here is with the follow-up campaign. You got to be following up with these people. So there it is. I hope I didn't let this cat out of the bag a little too soon. Like I said, I'm a little bit reticent to put it out there lest everybody swarms in and sort of ruins this marketplace. But I do feel like it's somewhat cutting edge, especially in the creative space for people doing Subject 2. There's just not a lot of people out here looking for Subject 2 deals on these platforms. And so I do think if you are looking to generate leads, if you've been struggling with that part of the process, I do think you ought to strongly consider signing up and getting an account and just seeing how it goes. Maybe just buy a handful of leads, start calling people and start getting on the phone, start getting your reps in of talking to motivated sellers. Again, I would say only do that if you have a marketing budget, if you are able to say, I'm going to spend $500 a month or $1,000 a month, whatever it might be, for marketing. This way, you don't have to wait for people to call you off of postcards or anything like that. You can literally be talking to motivated sellers like the moment you buy the lead, which is really, really cool. And that's why I think this is an awesome tool, and we're probably going to see a lot more services like this crop up in the near future, which is why I'm trying to kind of get ahead of the curve on it, start utilizing it now before it gets ruined by everybody else. Consult your marketing budget, decide if this is right for you. If so, you can use Sub2 Investor as the code to get you loaded $25. And then if you decide to go Coupon Club, an additional $200. And with that, you could buy about 9 to 10 leads for free. You know, you miss every single shot that you don't take. So if you are not out there talking to sellers, generating leads, looking at deals, then you're just not going to make it happen. And so I love that this service is really cutting out that excuse for people. If you're saying to yourself, well, there are no leads, there are no deals out there to be had, well then really there's no longer an excuse for you. So, check it out, get on their website and see if it might be something you're considering. Old school techniques still work, but as this industry of real estate and creative finance evolves and grows bigger, we will see more division of labor take place and companies like this who will be doing marketing for you. Much more to come on this in future videos. If you've used pay-per-lead services in the past, let me know how it went. I'd love to hear your feedback. Get out there, talk to some motivated sellers, and go do some deals. Until next time, stay creative. Peace.